If you're going to die from something, you may as well die from good-tasting food that isn't good for you.
Might as well go down being a glutton.
LODX land, 600, state of Vermont, standing by.
A lot of these plans are wrong. Some of these weight loss clinics use a different technology.
The station coming back to the 600, here, try it again. 600, state of Vermont, we're standing by.
Yeah, but do they put you on some type of chemical?
Like they head towards disaster.
You ever notice that your radio
if you ate, 5 small meals a day,
them numbers and then you go 400 having a hard time hearing you pulling me out there.
2 meals a day,
Like I
one
hear
in the
you coming
morning,
back to the 600,
one in the
just when you get
afternoon.
them numbers, I can't quite get them there. Got too much traffic in there, but 600 Vermont will be
I don't think that seems to work. Well, it might if you eat very, very little, low carb or very, very low calorie diet, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, but if you eat twice a day, you tend to eat more calories. You gotta stay busy. You gotta stay moving. When I go someplace, a parking lot or a doctor's office, I park as far away as I can.
big set.
That's cool.
Park far away if you can, if you're healthy enough. Park far away and walk the distance.
Now everybody's gone. Nice and quiet now. 600 state of Vermont.
Went to a doctor's appointment the other day over at the Cummings Park in Beverly. I didn't realize how big that place was. It was about a quarter-mile walk each way in that freezing-ass cold. Good exercise, because I kept moving. I wasn't walking slow in that shit. I wanted to get where I was supposed to go.
I got you in there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good size. Yeah, my mother spent some time there.
Just walking through that building. How long will you get exercise?
That place is a shit show. I'll bet there was 2,000 cars in there, the Cummings Park.
Whoa, wow, that's right, Johnny. Went to a throat doctor there. That's right, Johnny. 10-4 on that 222. Yeah, I got somebody playing some music in here, too. I'm hearing up here in the state of Vermont. You know, parking the right 222 right
Funny how
there. 222 Iowa, 600.
First thing I did was park, and I went over to the information booth. I says, I'm looking for this building. Guy points down there. He says, see that sign down there about a quarter mile? I go, yep, okay, thanks.
Yeah, about all the border jumpers that come here to work here in Massachusetts and live up there in New Hampshire because there's no work up here.
All right there, 222 Iowa, take care. Browning radio sounding good. The Browning sounding good. 222 Iowa, 600 back out of the way.
Borling's from Massachusetts. It's all northern Massachusetts, anything south of Concord. It's always been that way. Been that way for 30 years.
They should be charging a toll for everybody that comes into Mass. How are you?
LODX land, 600, state of Vermont,
They
steady by.
a tax when they buy gas here in Mass.
They don't buy gas here in Mass. Get the fuck out of here.
It started in New Hampshire years ago. This stuff started back in the 80s and 70s.
Yeah, we get in there, 426 Georgia, 426. 426 Georgia, you sounding good up here in the state of Vermont, Roger.
That's too crazy. I go up to New Hampshire.
The real estate is not cheap in New Hampshire anymore, especially southern New Hampshire. The closer it is to the Mass border, the more expensive.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying. You know, if you live there, nobody up there pays for anything. They come here to Massachusetts.
No, they don't. They pay for
No, they're
property
really
taxes.
jacking it real
Every
good
time
up
I go
there,
to
aren't
New
they?
Hampshire to buy something in a store tax-free, I thank the property owners from New Hampshire for paying the tax for me.
I know. Well, I went up
Because there's no tax
$1,000
up
here.
But boy, they get you for your income tax. I mean, your property tax, I'm sorry. Property tax.
Yeah, and then you have to pay for that viewers tax. It's like, oh, what's the matter? You can't fucking see what I'm looking at? Is that my fault?
Military college here, Norwich University, the military college here, Roger.
I had property in southern Maine. I sold it. I didn't want to deal with the winters up there by myself.
Oh, yeah, we just got rid of,
Yeah, 10-4 on that. Yeah, we've had some fairly good skipping here lately. We got some cold weather up here. 10 degrees up here right now. Next 10 days, and we're not going to get property in New Hampshire, 26 degrees.
I have 15 acres. My property tax bill, so I had it for 20 years. My property tax bill averaged around $255 a year. $255 for 15 acres of undeveloped property. If that was just over the border, you could probably put a 1 in front of it. I'd have been paying $1,200 for it with nothing on it.
Oh yeah, 10-4 on that. Yeah, my sister lives down there in South Carolina. Yeah, kind of the same thing there. Yeah, started getting down into the 30s and stuff like that. There, people, you know, around there aren't really used to it. There, Roger.
Houses ain't cheap up there. Make no mistake about it.
Funny you say that. Yeah, you don't see too many people from the South that ever move up here to retire there, do you?
Because they know that there's plenty of people from Massachusetts that want to buy them. And they got the money.
That's it.
Cell
phone, so what do you do? It's expensive to live down there in Florida, they're saying now, because they want everybody to have all the hurricane insurance and all that stuff, and yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Average home in New Hampshire now is almost $478,000.
All right there, 426, you take care. Yeah, we got some other stations coming in here now. We'll talk to you again there, 426 out of Georgia. Been a pleasure. You take care now.
Wow. New Hampshire, that's why people ran to New Hampshire. That's why New Hampshire is pretty much all filled up like that.
Where you at there with the 28 degrees? That's what happens. Everybody leaves the state, the cities, and they move up north, and then it turns into a shit show.
My sister had some land up here in Meredith. Yeah, she developed that too.
A lot of people that bought houses up in the woods because when COVID came in, they were assigned to work at home, and they've been working at home for years now. A lot of these companies want these people back in the office. You're going to start seeing some of them houses being sold.
Right. Yeah, 10-4 not too long ago. I was down there around Cape Coral, Fort Myers there for 10 days or so. Yeah, that was really nice down there. We had weather in the 60s.
We're working remotely from home. Some of them houses are going to be going.
Yeah, stucco, that's it. Yeah, stucco with a little foam insulation.
I would buy hay bales and do the hay bale installation down there. I would build my house with hay.
Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah, even Colorado they do that there a lot.
You know how good that is? The house don't sweat. Stays warm, stays chill. You know what I mean? It's good. Hay's fucking insane.
Yeah, you feel it, right? Yeah, you don't get the rodents running around either. It's kind of thick.
Hey, how about that A50 down there in Florida? I'm here. Not for long. I have to get there.
From her name into your daughter's name there.
Oh, you didn't look at us?
I mean, they say even Maine, they think that the taxes are pretty low in Maine for the land that you
my
can consume.
brother-in-law was in charge of the will and taking care of the will, and they...
No, they need to eliminate taxes. We don't need any more taxes.
Yeah, copy
There's
that.
only so much money in all these foreign countries that they don't give a shit about us.
He feels like ground control for these homeowners associations with air guns, and boy, she kills a shitload of them down there. Those things are a menace.
So, then, once that was done, no, it wasn't a big old deal. I don't think it was a big deal at all.
Okay, I was just curious. I go to the registry and, put that Cadillac in my name and stuff like that. I want to register that and, my car too. I was just curious about what I got to do.
Just glad we ain't got them things up
Just
here.
go right to the desk. When you go to the registry, go right to the first desk. That's before you even get to the counter. and tell them what you want to do exactly. And she'll tell you, what you got to do, what forms you might need, whatever. You might not even get it done the same day you go in there, but she'll tell you, she might, tell you what you got to do, what forms you got to fill out, and so forth.
The damage to agriculture down there from what I'm seeing.
You gotta say, you're the executive of the will, then you can do it, Franco. Because sometimes you need to have your father sign stuff before he passes so that you can do that. But if you're the executive, then you don't have a problem. You might have to bring proof.
Right, I hear you, Jack, yeah.
Oh, where did my princess go?
Yeah, I did that already. I signed a bunch of stuff for the registry so the kids can transfer stuff over.
Yeah, just tell them exactly what you want to do. Always tell them exactly what you want to do, and they'll point you in the right direction.
Oh, princess, where'd thou be, my princess?
They'll tell you to go out in the parking lot and have your father sign it. You know what that means?
I was able to renew my license online this time. I'm supposedly be getting it in the mail soon.
Yeah, I heard they just put a stop to that.
Mine's on the way.
You want to make sure there's a face behind what this incident is. AI.
I just renewed mine. My poor princess doesn't know his ups and his downs. Oh, poor princess.
It used to be that you could only renew it once online. Every 10 years you had to go there in person because you had to get a new picture taken. Because your picture would change,
That lazy dope smoker. Not a good thing.
So I don't know. But certainly if you had your license done 10 years ago, you had another license 5 years later, you could do it online.
I did. The last time I renewed 5 years ago, I did have to go to the registry. So that was 5 years ago, so maybe it's every other time.
Yeah, it might be every other time still. Who knows? They're always changing everything.
I'll worry about it in 5 years if I'm around.
That's right. Next time, the next license you get, you'll have the choice. You get a federal license, a federal driver's license for $60, which will allow you to travel on aircraft or go into federal buildings, or you can get a standard license.
Yeah, I went for the standard license. If I want to fly, I'll just get on the post office and get a passport.
That's right. That's what I told my wife. A passport is good for 10 years.
Yeah, it makes more sense. And I don't want to go into a federal building. That means I don't have to,
Every time you go in a post office, you're in a federal building.
That's for sure.
No, even when you go to your mailbox.
You might find you want it.
It's all a bunch of bullshit. They let people over the southern border like nothing, and they make us go through hell. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, they're going to privatize the mail anyway. So we spend too much money subsidizing all these entities.
Bullshit.
Oh, princess, where'd thou be, my princess?
Water and around the coast. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get my father up. Hey, speaking of the airport, I have to go to the airport to pick up my brother-in-law today.
Oh yeah, they just had an incident there this morning.
Oh, boy.
Somebody tried to get out of the plane while it was taxiing down the runway.
They also found two bodies somewhere.
They found two bodies in the wheel well of a plane in Florida the other day.
Of the aircraft, they thought they could probably survive the flight or something. You can't survive a flight in the wheelbase of an aircraft.
No, you would think with all these people with these phones that they've been given, they'll just ask the phone the question, could I survive in a plane, well, with the wheels going?
Oh my God, I'm telling you what stupid people. What stupid people. What kind of plane
326, New York. Needle Bender 757, Colorado, standing by.
I'll drop out like a nice cube.
Once the plane gets up to altitude, you freeze to death.
You know, warm the body up to get the blood out.
I don't know what airport they landed at, Franco. They found a couple of dead bodies somewhere. Maybe you guys, someone tried to hit the ride. You can't do that shit, you
I
stupid
heard
bastard.
quite a few trying, but it's a little rough and tough out there as usual in this channel. Needle Bender 757 out here in the Colorado Rockies, just kicking back, listening to it all. Hello, Needle Bender, Needle Bender, Colorado Rockies.
They don't realize, man, you climb into the wheel well of an aircraft, once that thing gets up to 35,000 feet, basically, you're standing on top of Mount Everest with no protective clothing.
DX, CQDX, 147 in Pennsylvania, standing by. Calling over.
As long as they're all illegal, right?
Oh boy.
Well, we're on the same page there, that's for sure.
Right out. They tell you there's a lot of security. Now, people that could have climbed in there could have had a bomb with them.
Hello. Hola.
Right?
Wait a minute. What's really going on around here, man? I'm just trying to find out.
Well, good luck with that. Listen, maybe we'll see.
Six Colorado, foot of America's mountain waving.
Colorado, you're making a trip to Massachusetts.
Somebody said I was making a trip somewhere, and I would have heard you 100%. Somebody said you didn't know you top of the morning. Somebody said you're in Colorado.
You're making it to Massachusetts.
7 listening. Oh, I heard a station out there in Vermont, waving a hand back at you out there in Vermont, Needle Bender 757. You got a station in Romeo 326, New York.
Lower the prices.
Come on back.
Low, like everything. I mean, all those promises are impossible, but we'll see.
Oh, I heard quite a few in there once again. It's just a little too rough and tough on this one, man. Someone's got to pump it up or spin the house around to the west, but most people ain't doing it that time of day. 757 out here in the Rockies. We're back on the side listening.
Hey,
757, you're plugging my ears. 20 over in upstate New York. Yeah, I heard that station in upstate New York, but didn't get no station ID, so just waving a hand back at you there in upstate New York. Needle Bender 757, Colorado. 600 Vermont. Roger. 326, New York. Okay, I did hear a 326 in there. I think that was the station. There's a bunch of others in there with you, but 326, you have a good one. In 73s from Needle Bender 757 out here in the Colorado Rockies. Product 326.
It is -7. What do you say? -7 Fahrenheit.
You tell them 200. The dirty water on the northeast corner of Boston, Massachusetts, USA.
I'm in Toronto.
I just said,
It's American holiday.
oh, that's the same thing here, Needle Bender.
There's that 200.
The dirty water, the northeast corner.
You got it good, man. Don't worry.
U.S. Energy coming our way. Check, 73s, my friend.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on this
social. Pictures of all North America.
49, I hear you jumping up and down in my background. No doubt about it. 200.
Everybody in the world.
200. The Northeast Coast, cold country, Boston, Massachusetts, USA.
Wanna be American.
We still be taking them windows out of the
Got
ocean.
fucking
Those
ice cubes
kind of
on it.
balls.
How about it? How about those ice cubes? How about it? The birds are landing on my antenna to keep warm.
So next storm, those things will be all over the ocean.
North Carolina, man, you blowing smoke, no doubt about it. Tell 'em I told you so. 200. Boston, Massachusetts, station. Good water. 122. Don't want Colorado Rockies. Needle bender. What holiday is it today? No, I made a new one. It's our holiday of reunification. Trump officially said, Boston, Massachusetts state. We're trying to get elected to those jobs. You got the big microphone. That won't take you. That won't take you to the end. This is the big microphone. You got the big microphone. 122, 117, 117. Contact 313.